Gregory just got a haircut recently.
Oh my God.
And I feel like we should just get that out of the way.
Why did I know you were going to bring this up?
Because I feel like we should just get it out of the way. And a lot of people on Instagram know because I posted it, but I never followed up with them because you were so upset after you got the haircut that you wouldn't let me post an update for everyone. So everyone's like, tell us how the haircut went. And I couldn't because you wouldn't let me. So how did the haircut go?
It's a touchy subject.
Yes.
First off.
You almost cried in the chair.
Yes. So, my hair was just getting too much. She was taking all these photos of me. I looked very nuts and disheveled. And like I was showing old photos and I'm like, oh, like you're like, oh, you look so handsome there and clean. And I'm like, shit. Well, now I'm scheduling one ASAP. I am taking the next haircut appointment. I don't care who the hell it is.
You didn't give a shit.
We go to this random barbershop. It was a barbershop, which was my first mistake. I need just like a salon with a person.
By the way, as a woman, or I mean someone with long hair, like that is just like girl 101. You just like you stick to who you know. You don't just take a random hair appointment at like Supercuts or something.
I'm good with that though. I'm very particular with my hair. I'm very particular with who touches my hair.
Yes, absolutely.
And I told her like half an inch off the size. I mean, my hair was like long. It was out to here.
She starts hacking.
She starts just chopping the shit off. And like I was like, you know what? Like she's not doing too much at this point. But then she got to this side and 3/4 of my hair, and she just standing behind the chair, and she really messed up bad, and she sits there like this.
Greg is just like sitting in the chair,
dumbfounded.
Just like visualize this. Greg's sitting in the chair right now.
I was livid.
There's the barber shop lady is behind him.
There was like smoke coming out of my ears.
Looking at him. And also head down, being like, oh, fuck. Tapping her hands against her forehead, being like, what did I do? Because she knew at that point that she'd messed up.
And then V goes, well, I think that's good, actually. Like on the sides.
We're
I think
all
that's
wrapped
good.
Up here, so.
It's not blended in. I've been cutting it with like my niece's scissors from time to time again if I see long hair. Like it's shit that's not blended in.
Or just like my kitchen scissors you like to use.
Anyway, 2 months and I'll be back.
Oh, yeah, no. He's going to be back in action, baby. So just give it a couple months. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that was just a long-winded story of Greg hates his fucking haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Gregory.
Hi.
My boyfriend.
Yes, V, I am.
My love.
Mm-hmm. My love.
Thank you for coming on my podcast, Uncensored Saints.
My new favorite podcast.
Everyone give it a listen.
Uh-huh.
You are my first guest.
I'm so excited and so honored. I'm pumped.
I love you.
I love you too.
Today is Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Special day. A day for me to get spoiled.
Oh, no, for sure, babes. This is all about you. Today is about Gregory James Grippo.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I know. I've taught you well.
Wine, dine, and 69.
Mm-hmm. Waking up with my coffee in the morning. Doing your little dance.
I do a little dance for him every morning when I get his coffee. So I don't drink coffee, but you do. And
please, you've been drinking a lot of coffee recently.
I know. And I'm sweating a lot too.
Yeah, you are.
But every morning I go get your coffee and what do?
She's so cute. She comes in and sometimes I'm sleeping or like half awake or sometimes I pretend to sleep.
I know you really do. You'll go like this.
Yeah, but then she comes in, does her little dance, and what do you do with your head? You do this like little head dance.
I do my shoulders like this. It's a maiden call.
Yes, that's her call. She tries to seduce me with it.
Yes, I am very seductive in the morning, as you know. So do your little coffee dance to give you your coffee, and then that's our morning routine. That's how we start our day.
I love it. It's a great start to the day.
Anyway, well, this is our start to the day. Are you comfortable?
I'm very comfortable.
What are you drinking?
Tequila soda, 11 a.m. sharp. Nothing in my stomach. And I actually love it. No, I love drinking on empty stomach. I'm not an alcoholic in case that like comes off alcoholic-y.
I can confirm he is not an alcoholic.
I'm not an alcoholic. I do love to drink on a special occasion. This is a special occasion. It is Valentine's Day. I am with my lovely girlfriend, and so I'm celebrating.
Cheers to that, babes.
Cheers.
Look at that. You're so cute.
Thank you.
Babe, let's just dive right in.
Okay. To what?
To the podcast.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you got for me.
Yeah, so
she hasn't told me shit, and I've been very eager to hear what she's going to ask me.
I wanted you to be as surprised as everyone else. So everything that Greg is hearing is first time. He has no idea what I'm going to ask him, which I thought was only fair for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Especially him. So you have no time to prepare for this, which I love. First question. How we met.
Okay.
I think that is a very important question because people don't know when we met. They're like, how long have you guys known each other? No one knows that we've known each other for quite a while. So when did we first meet?
We met last year, or was it a year and a half ago?
Year and a half?
It was a year and a half ago. Yeah. We met at Gov Ball.
In New York City. Well, outside the city, but.
I mean, it was totally unplanned. Like, we were just like, with just like our friends of friends. I had a buddy with me. She was coming with Natasha. I had plans to like meet with Natasha.
Natasha Parker, shout out, we love her.
And we just had like a whole crew with us. And then that's where I met Victoria. And like half the people were staying at Rufus to watch him DJ. And then like the other half, or there was honestly like only 5 of us that went to go see Billie Eilish. And you were one of those people. And so me and Victoria just decided just to walk together. I don't, do I really go into it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Tell them what they want to hear.
I guess so.
Give the fans what they want.
I don't know. We started waiting. I was like, all right, I got to get a beer. Like, do you want anything? She was like, I guess like I'll get a drink. And it was just like our first like few minutes of talking. And like, I just remember she like didn't watch like my season. She was just asking me questions about like how it went for me.
Yeah.
I was just like opening up to her. And then
he was fresh off the show.
I was like a month off.
He was like a little baby angel.
Yeah, I was.
Off the show.
I was.
Yeah.
But we decided just to head to the concert after drinks. And we had some friends, but like, you know, you weren't leaving my side. As much as you like to play cool, like, oh, I wasn't like as interested as you think. Like, you were not leaving my damn side. Okay. But I like to say, like, I'm totally open with it. I don't give a shit. I had such a pull towards her that like I've never felt. And like, I remember calling my friends after and being like, I am like nuts about her. First off, we started talking about like my favorite show, Jamae, private school girl, and talking about Mr. G and the fact that she got that. And like, there's only like so many times in life where you can like actually like start crying with a person laughing the first time you met them. And like, we experienced that. I just loved being around this person. But I also knew that she was like a hot commodity. So, you know, like afterwards I was like, you know what? I'm going to play it cool. I am not following this person on Instagram. I am going to act like I am totally uninterested, actually. Like, no, I'm not interested in you. I'm going to keep my cool. And she followed me 2 weeks later.
Oh, okay. Well, you remember the exact date. That's actually so adorable.
Well, you followed me, so.
Okay. Well, let's backtrack a little bit because you said you knew right in the moment that, like, it was just fireworks. For me, it was like a very, like, I thought you were interesting and cool, but I didn't, like, feel the spark right in that moment.
It's all right, baby. You felt it.
But he, like, swears. He, like, swears that I felt it right then.
Maybe it was just, like, a guy's intuition then. Like, I don't know. I feel like female intuition is probably better than the man's. But, like, I just...
No, your intuition's spot on.
I just... I don't know. I've never just felt that pull. I just, like, didn't want to walk away from you.
You're so sweet.
Like, yeah, like, you're beautiful, and I was so attracted to you, but, like, it was more than that. Aww. I didn't want to move away from you. And then, like, we went out later that night, and everyone was, like, into, like, you know, like, let's go get more drunk. Let's go out clubbing. And, like, she ends up being like, I'm just tired. I think I'm just gonna like order food and head back to the room. I was like, oh my god, I love her.
No, literally.
I was like, oh my god, I need this person.
That was so
She's
funny.
going back to her room. How fucking sweet is she? Little cute ass.
I know, I like left. I was like, bye, and we like didn't even exchange numbers or anything. It was just
I ended up leaving like 5 minutes later. I'm like, well, I'm leaving too.
No, but I think it's interesting because we didn't like initially start talking right then, because then after that we had a period where we actually didn't communicate or talk.
No, nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
It was like we met and we had like 2 days where we hung out kind of at Gov Ball. Like,
no, I was only there for that day.
No. So one day we hung out at Gov Ball, and then after that, we didn't talk.
No, I know.
For like a while.
For a long time, yeah. I mean, we followed each other.
And then when's the next time we spoke?
Like, saw each other in person?
No, just like communicated.
It was over DM.
And who slid in?
I slid into her DM. I mean, she posted a photo, and I was like, I like this one.
You did.
That was like my first. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot.
It was cute.
I felt like you following me was you shooting your shot. I'm just gonna say. So I was like, you know what? I just like want to also return the favor and be like, hey,
yeah,
I'm interested as well.
You know, absolutely.
It's okay.
No, I think it's really sweet because you sent me this picture of myself, and I remember because we recently went back and like checked our DMs to see how it kind of started, and you sent me a picture of me that I had posted on my feed, and you were like, this one.
Yeah. You
didn't even say anything else. You're like, this one.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, I said something like flirty back, and then our conversation ended again.
Mm-hmm.
And so then as we started to like...
No, I know you too. I mean, like, listen, I know that guys are like shooting their shot, especially like when you're single and like they're like doing like too much. So I was like, I'm going to do as least as I motherfucking can.
He really dragged this one out.
Yeah.
Because this went on for months of just like back and forth.
It went like one-liners. Like,
one-liners, replying to stories.
Cute.
Cute. And I'd be like, okay. I'm like, come on, ask me for my fucking number.
But then it was just like so friendly though throughout it, where we were just like,
yeah,
like it was like the same friend group where you ended up hanging out with Nick and Natalie, and it was just like.
And that's what I also want to say is like the next time we saw each other was when?
The Super Bowl. Yeah. And we were just like, but it was completely friends.
So that was the next time we saw each other after Gov Ball, which was months later.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the Super Bowl, we went our separate ways.
Yeah.
After that, I get back.
Well, even like I was going through a hard time. There was still so much like growing like I had to do, and like there was like so much growth that like happened that summer just with like therapy for me, and like officially breaking up with like who I was seeing, and like it was just like the best thing for me not to just like be on that beach and just like have to like go through a breakup, and also just like therapy, and it was the best thing for me. And like timing is everything. Like I don't see a world where like we talk about, I don't think it would have worked if I were to go on the beach.
I agree
and
with
like
you.
Didn't like have those like months where like I figured out my own shit and was also able to go to like therapy like as much as I did.
Well, you needed to be alone.
No, absolutely.
And I think you needed to be comfortable being alone, because I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't want to speak for you, but you were at a stage where you were still figuring out like what you wanted, and you were like kind of in between in this relationship, and so it would have never worked had you not had those months to really like be by yourself and figure your shit out.
No, yeah.
In order to be the man that you are today.
Absolutely. Yeah, It would have never worked. And I'm so grateful. Like, even though like we went through like some hard times, I'm so grateful the way it happened.
I agree. Yeah. Then we get to when I get back, and you know, we end up reconnecting. And we ended up reconnecting actually after I had ended my engagement completely. And so we hang out and we have a weekend together. A glorious weekend.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
So fun.
So fun.
And that was the first time where I was like, okay, we played We're Really Not Strangers, and it's like a card
that
game.
was such a cute night.
It was such a cute night, and we had like a whole night together, and that was so fun. And then I remember thinking after that, being like, I could see this going somewhere. I think that was the turning point where I was like, okay, maybe this isn't like a platonic thing. Like maybe I really genuinely like this person.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
It was definitely that night where I started being like, okay, I'm starting to like want something long term.
Yeah. Like I think, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then what really solidified our relationship was going to Italy.
Oh, without a doubt.
Right?
That was, yeah. It was Italy.
As crazy as it sounds, and everyone wants to say...
Like, we had this planned. I called this girl up 48 hours before we flew out to Italy. Or it was honestly less than 48 hours. It was like 36. It was a day and a half.
It was a day and a half.
I was telling you, let's go tomorrow.
Yeah,
when
you did,
I
and I was like, no, babes, I need time
I need to overnight some outfits at least. I was like, all right, you overnight your outfits. Then we go the following day.
But why did we choose Italy?
Because we thought we weren't going to be like seen. Well, like we just didn't want to be confined in like a house. And like when I visited her for the first time, like our first trip out of an actual house, we went to Food Lion.
Yeah.
And it's like this supermarket, and we were in the middle of fucking nowhere,
the mountains. No one would have seen us.
And we go to Food Lion, and then all of a sudden this woman starts following us, and she clearly knew, and like we didn't even say anything. I just bolted out.
Yeah, we
just
both looked at each other, and we just had this like...
I just took a V line just right out. I'm like, holy shit. We're both freaking out for the rest of the night. And we're like,
this is going to come out. This is going to fucking come out.
But then,
I called you.
Yeah, I remember when we called her manager, Matt, and like, we were like genuinely scared because at the same time, me and her did not know what we were going to be.
Yeah, we were like trying to date or see where it was going to go.
So we were like, oh shit, if this comes out, it's going to look more serious than we actually are. We don't even know how serious we are. We don't even know like how far we want to take this, or if we're going to have another date after this. Yeah. We had no idea. It was like the
beginning stages, like if everyone could just picture in their minds, like you're very interested in someone, you go on your first date and you're like, you know that you like them, but you go on a second date to see if it sort of is like what you really want to continue to explore.
Right.
And I think that that's where we were at, but we were in such a incubator where we had to be like confined and away from everybody and really be intentional, but also private.
Yep.
Because no one could know, because the show was about to air. But that had already ended for me, and this was like a new thing with you and I. And so it was just, there's just so much more pressure on it at that point.
Right.
Because
so much
you
pressure.
Can't just go out to the bar in New York City and like go grab a drink for your second date. Like, and now we're in Food Lion, and this fucking chick sees us, is following us.
Well, she pulled out her phone, and what I appreciated too about her, there's some people that like want
to be photographed
or
and, like, caught.
I loved that. Like, it just showed me like where it gave me like another sense of like where you were in life, because I was like, she is serious about this. You know, she wants to at least keep somewhat of like a private relationship going. She doesn't want like the public to know her every move. And like, I loved it because like I'm the exact same way. Like, I just V-lined out. She totally understood it. She could have taken that like a wrong way, but like the fact that we were able to like get in the car and her be like, thank God you did that. And I was like, thank God you see it like that. Like,
yeah, that was a moment for us. So then we go on our Italy trip, which at that point, no one knew still. Like, there was a very select few people in our lives that knew what was kind of going on.
But the
general public obviously didn't know. And, you know, that was interesting because once everyone sort of clued it together, there was a girl who made a TikTok. We were at the Coliseum. Looking back, do I think going to the Coliseum was the smartest idea? Not really.
Yeah,
but
no, not at all.
Hear me fucking out. Hear us out. Because it was off season. And people were like, what is off season? Off season is when people don't go to Europe. Like, the time to go to Europe is generally in the summertime, We went in the middle of October. Like, what? Mm-hmm. No one goes to Italy in October. And so we didn't see an American for the first 48 hours we were there.
Yeah, no.
Right? And we were like, okay, we're good. Like, we had brought wigs. We thought we were going to be like, we were going to be incognito. But you also have to understand at the same time, we're traveling to Europe. Mm-hmm. There's millions and millions of people who live in Europe.
You know what the most annoying part about that trip is? And we had so much fun on that trip.
Yeah, we did.
Like, so much fun. I hated that we kept on getting photographed.
At the most random times.
At the most random times. And we both, like, looked like...
so
we,
sad.
We both have, like, a resting bitch face sometimes.
Yeah.
And so, like, we were just, like, being, like, ourselves, like, one, in the airport, or two, like, in the shuttle to get from a different terminal. And people are like, they look so unhappy.
Yeah.
It's like, it is 6 motherfucking a.m. I am in a packed airport right now. I do not want to be here. Okay? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, it's so funny, too, because, again, like, we were trying to be so intentional with it being private, and we really didn't want anyone to see us. That's why I didn't post on Instagram. That's why he didn't post on Instagram. Like, we were very, like, I was off the grid for a week. Mm-hmm. And if anyone thought we were trying to do this as, like, a publicity stunt, like, it was the exact opposite. We didn't want anyone to know.
Right.
I mean, most of my friends didn't even know what I was doing. I got texts from, like, my best friends. Yeah, being like, are you in Italy right now? Yeah. And I was like, mind your fucking business. Yeah. How about that? Yeah, we took separate flights there. We definitely were not going to go together.
Until getting back.
And we're like, fuck it, because the whole world knew at that point. But that, to me, was really the turning point in our relationship. And I think you can agree. That's probably
I mean, that was
where
our first time where we were like, just like, that's like first time like I held your hand. I mean,
yeah, right. Yeah, think about that. Like, you like somebody, but you're not allowed to hold their hand in public, or you're not allowed to go get dinner in public. Like, that was our first time.
First bite to eat that was our first everything. And we decided to get matching tattoos, because we fell in love. So
because mind your fucking business. Ciao, bitches.
That was the last night we were actually in Italy. We got tattoos.
We get ciao tattoos last night of Italy. And the reason at that point we thought, first off, everyone who has something to say about, oh my God, you got tattoos, like, you obviously were dating before. No. And I'm getting all my tattoos removed. So that's just a testament to I wouldn't normally get a tattoo. But being there, we were like free-spirited. We're like, this is fun. And we kept saying ciao every time we would get in the cab.
Yeah.
Which
ciao.
Was, ciao. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Ciao.
Yeah, ciao.
Go on.
And I remember we were sitting at dinner. And we had limoncello. And you had said that you possibly wanted to get a tattoo, like in Italy, because you have like really small ones that are dainty and cute. Mm-hmm. And we looked up tattoo parlors around town. There was one that was open till 2.
There was one that was open.
One place that was open till 2 a.m. We get there, it ends up being like the coolest spot.
So
actually,
cool.
It was
like a speakeasy.
It was a speakeasy,
but with a tattoo parlor.
Tattoo parlor.
It was so cool.
Genius idea, by the way.
Literally in like a back alley.
So fucking smart. Yeah. Like, they were getting people a little bit tipsy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And also getting tattoos. Mm-hmm. So kind of a genius fucking business concept. So we go there. You're gonna get a tattoo. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get one too. We're like, what should we get? We thought of it in 2 seconds, and we both are like, ciao.
Yeah, but like neither of us were like set at this point. Like, we didn't say, I love you. We didn't say what we were at that point, but I thought it was just like a testament just of like how much we got each other on this trip, and just like where we were, and like regardless if like we ended up or not, like I just would have like still gotten it. I just loved that trip so much.
I agree. And I remember also thinking in my head, like, just if I'm being honest, I was like, this tattoo is so fucking tiny. If this doesn't work out, and get it removed.
Nice, yeah, fuck, okay.
I've gotten a lot more removed, so it's fine.
Yeah.
No, but that was like, at that point, I think we knew. We're like, oh, wait, we really do want to try and make this work. And we really do want to like go like full force. Also, I will say it was an interesting time because a lot of shit ended up coming out about us. And think of like you're trying to date someone new and a bunch of false misinformation, rumors come out about you as you're trying to date somebody.
It was everything.
It was everything under the sun.
In every which way. Even the what we had our tattoos of. Like somebody said that it was hot. And I'm like what is everyone saying?
Like, no, we're literally that conceited.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
Yeah, we got tattoos that fucking say hot.
No, literally.
And I just hated those couple months. It's just like whatever you read, whatever you put out there, it's just like, it's fact to people.
Right. But specifically at that trip, we grew very close because we both were experiencing something where people were talking so poorly about both of us or whatever it may be. And so we really like leaned on each other at that point to make it through because people were saying stuff about both of us. And we are the only two people in the world that can relate or that actually knew what was going on. There's nobody in the world that really knew the truth other than us.
Yeah.
And I think that was like really powerful for us and a big step in our relationship. The first step in our relationship. But then we get home. I think a week later was Halloween.
Yeah.
And what happened on Halloween, Gregory?
I asked you to be my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how did you do that?
I was just a nervous wreck. I don't know. I think like I have a really hard time like putting my trust, like full on trust into people. And as quick as like you and I bonded, I was just like, I was scared. Like there was so much that like was out of our control in that moment. But I just felt, I knew the one thing that was for certain was just like how I felt with you. And I was like, there's just like no question about this. And like I was scared as shit, especially like because like of everything we were going through and like what was leading up to like those moments. Like I was just like really scared, but you were worth it to me. Aww. And like in everything that happened between us, like there was just like no doubt that it was you.
You're so sweet.
And like it wasn't smooth. I'll say it. It just wasn't. I blurted it out.
Awkward.
Come on.
No, but in like the cutest way possible.
Come on. I mean,
really
like
sweet.
I just like blurted out that I was in love with her and that
we're sitting on my couch to paint a picture.
I didn't say I was in love. I said I was falling in love.
I
was falling in love with you. Meanwhile, I was fucking head over heels in love with you. Aww. And that I asked her to be my girlfriend. And you were so cute with it, too. She got teary-eyed and like she said it back to me.
Yeah, I was like, I'm falling in love with you too.
Yeah.
You asked me to be your girlfriend officially on Halloween, which I thought was just so perfect for
because we hate Halloween.
We hate Halloween.
But it's so cute because now we can like just celebrate on Halloween.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's just get married on Halloween.
Yeah, honestly, that would be so us. Probably gonna get married in Vegas, but yeah.
Oh my god, I love it. No, you get it. Okay, so do you consider this to be the healthiest relationship you've ever been in?
Definitely the healthiest.
And why? Which is really sweet, by the way.
There's just been a lot of stages of growth for the both of us, and we've gone through such adversity so early on in like such a new and fresh relationship, and the fact that we are able to continually be tested like day by fucking day,
hour by hour.
To just like be rammed in like every direction, just being like fuck you guys, negative comment after negative comment, negative DM after negative DM, but still look at each other and just be like, you know what? I don't care. Like, right. I still like love you so much. Like this is gonna be worth it.
You made me
like,
cry.
No, you've made me such a better person. You really have. No, you have, babe. You have. Just like, even just bringing you around my family, and just like seeing you with like my nieces and like.
Stop, please.
No. You've like, as. You've also like pushed me, and like I've always wanted that with like my partners, like somebody who makes me better, and like you've made me better in every single aspect of my life, And like, I'm just like forever grateful no matter what happens to us. I think that we're going to last. And I really have a strong feeling that like me and you will be together. But like, I'm just so grateful for you no matter what.
Okay. Well, can you please stop? Because I'm fucking crying. Thank you. Oh my fucking gosh. Okay. Well, hold on a second. Fuck you.
Okay. You would come out and say that right after that.
You were so fucking whack for that. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for making me cry. I agree. I'm gonna just piggyback off that. I think this is the healthiest relationship I've ever been in because it's the most open and safe I've ever felt. And I just appreciate you so much. Like, you have been, I don't know, you've just been like my big... you've just been like my biggest fan girl, my biggest hype man, my like go-to for anything I ever need, and you always just like, I don't know, you just get me, and I just appreciate you so much.
Oh, you're my girl.
Stop crying.
I'm not crying, I'm just allergies. Oh, God.
Stop it. Oh. Okay. Anyway. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just fucking stop. Let's play a fun little game. But one thing I do want to touch on before we play the game is that something I do appreciate about you that I have not had in past relationships is that you are so okay with like my faith. And I'm very open about that with you. And we pray every night. And like, not that you didn't grow up in like a Christian home, you grew up Catholic, but you are like just, you fit in so well. You want to go to church every Sunday. Yeah. You want to pray like every night and bless our meal. And I just appreciate that about you. I think like the foundation of our relationship is truly like is God. And like, I love that.
Let's also be real about every Sunday. This is the one and only person who can get me up at 5 a.m. every single day and do 21 days of prayer and fasting. Just to be real, no matter like what your faith is, no matter what you believe in life, I, for one, like grew up Catholic. I was never like super religious. Like the church like was always like really strange to me, and I've never like fit in there, in my opinion. And especially like after my dad passed, like I told you this, like I kind of like faded away from, you know, ever like praying. But like when I met Victoria, she reintroduced me to just like having faith. And like, again, whether like whatever you like believe in, it's still like so, there's something so spiritual about just like waking up every morning and just like praying for like no matter what it is, whether it's like strength, whatever you're going through, whether it's like for your family member, which like I do every single day, being grateful. And like that's what you brought into my life. And like, I love you for that.
I love you. We're also still learning.
Oh my God, every single day. Yeah.
Every day we're learning about one another. So we don't have it all figured out. But I think right now in our relationship, we're just happy to be with one another. And we're just, I wake up every day and I'm just like happy to be next to you.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest. Yeah.
Same.
I love you.
I love you too.
And I love your stupid haircut.
Nice.
Okay. So we're going to play a little game. We have two games actually. But the first is I had Gregory come up with 5 questions of like, do I really know him that well? He's going to ask me 5 questions that he has come up with, and I'm going to see if I can get the answer right. And I have 5 questions that I came up with that hopefully you know me well enough to answer these correctly. And if you don't, we're done. I'm just kidding. We're not done.
These are tough because
what the fuck?
I wrote a lot of these out just being like, I wonder what she's going to say. Okay. So I'm going to ask her a few of my questions. All right. So
first question.
What's my favorite thing to do together?
Me and you?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so hard. It could be so many things.
I know.
You're very intentional with time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think our favorite thing to do together... Shit. I want to say watching White Lotus.
Yeah,
bad.
I put TV shows.
Really?
Yeah, I put like finding like a TV show and just like loving it and like looking forward to it. Yeah, that
is like our thing. Well, and specifically, we love.
I mean, everyone loved the season 2 White Lotus.
But I know, but still, it was like our thing.
We didn't know everyone was loving it.
We had no idea. We got online one day. We're like, oh my god, White Lotus is a thing. Yeah. We're like, fuck yeah! And we had also just been to Italy. Yeah, so it kind of just fit in, and we were like, oh, cool.
All right, what's my dream car?
Okay, this could also be a couple things.
No, it can't. No, I'm gonna be stern with you. Thank you. All right, next question. What makes me angry?
Oh,
this could also be a lot of things. But like, in your opinion, what's my number one?
I would say your number one thing that gets to you is that when I want to say specifically answer emails without consulting you first.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, that would be ding ding ding.
Yeah, answering email, like speaking for both of us without consulting you first is your biggest thing with me.
Oh, without a fucking doubt.
Okay, moving on. But I also feel like I want to also make decisive decisions for us so that you don't have to worry about it. Okay, continue.
Really cute. What's my favorite team out of all of my sport teams?
You love the Dallas Cowboys.
Good. When am I at my happiest?
You are at okay. You are at your happiest when I think when you're around your family and like specifically your nieces and nephews because you love them so much and like you just have this presence around them that trumps everything else.
Yeah, it's definitely with my family and you there. Yeah.
Aww.
And last one, my favorite band.
Your favorite band is, so you have two, but your first is Mount Joy.
Boom, you got it.
The second is Rainbow Kids.
You got it. All right, good girl.
Okay. Yeah, I know you, bitch. Okay, now your turn, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
All right. How many kids do I want?
You want 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want a basketball team.
No, literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but all boys. But
I do want all boys.
I definitely give off like I'm gonna have girls.
You're giving female energy.
And she
like
gives off. If we were to have children, we're definitely gonna have like a mixed bag.
Fuck, I hope not.
First one definitely girl.
I don't want a girl. This is something.
You'd be so cute. Can you imagine a little fucking Victoria running around?
No, I don't need her.
Be a fucking handful.
Yep,
deal with two
don't
of
need
you.
her. Okay, who am I the closest to in my family?
Oh, your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Your dad. I love your dad.
He's so cool.
I love him.
Shout out Charlie.
Yeah, shout out Charlie. Go Cowboys.
My dad's a huge Giants fan, and he gives Greg so much shit because it's Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway. What is your favorite physical feature of mine?
It's your eyes.
Really? I was going to say ass.
Well, let's be real. I mean... That booty.
What that booty do? You always go, that booty be moving.
It's moving.
That booty is moving in the sweatpants.
No, I love your legs. I always tell you that.
You do tell me that.
I always tell you like the little dainty ass legs.
Okay.
You just want to like just throw. Just throw you. Just break them.
Okay. What is something that I'm afraid of?
Heights.
Oh, you do know me.
Yeah.
I fucking hate heights.
Yeah.
I'd rather die. This is a really good one. What does my dream wedding look like? Where would it be held?
Your dream wedding looks like you not having a wedding. Trick question.
It was a trick question.
Yeah. But we would have one, a small one, very intimate, and we would be like, this isn't a wedding. This is just a big dinner.
Surprise.
With a band.
Yes.
And everyone running around and you in a white dress.
Thank you. So you do get me. So it would be held at the courthouse.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And now we have a game.
Okay.
Okay.
We went on our first date. It was technically in Italy. We held hands and went to this little restaurant on a corner somewhere. I don't even know what the name of the restaurant was. It was just random. We just stumbled upon it and we had Aperol Spritz.
A little pasta place in Rome, Italy. Mm-hmm. Good job. Mm-hmm. Slay.
Yeah. No, literally.
No, literally. I hope I'm spelling this right. Wow.
I don't think we're going to get this one.
I don't think so either, but I'm going to try.
One word to describe her when we met. God, beautiful, so lame to say. I mean,
I would never pick that.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't.
I'm not like he literally thought I was beautiful.
What word am I looking for when there's like a pull? Like magnetic. Yeah, magnetic. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Magnetic. And what now? Fiery.
Oh, literally not the same, babes. I said funny and sensitive.
Wait, no. She is so fucking sensitive. You are so sensitive.
I get upset about
little
things.
Baby.
I know.
Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah.
You're such a baby. You really are. Nobody thinks you are, but you fucking are.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that would be her.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
You said
wow. Well, this is going to be a fight tonight.
You said you were falling in love with me first.
That's not saying I love you.
Okay. You're right. I have to go back to the drawing board because they are so different. They are so fucking different. Oh, this is such a good question.
Okay.
And you already know what it is, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to say it for all the people who know you're foul now.
This is bullshit, but she thinks I'm messy.
Really? Is that all?
Oh my God, I do not. That's not me. That's not me.
He always lies. He pees on the toilet seat.
It's a leak in your ceiling. That's not me. I promise you.
The leak was over there before you fucking came to my house.
I promise you. I promise. I've been saying that to you all the time. I lift the seat.
Okay.
I lift the seat, and if I do leave it down, I wipe it. I was going to say praying.
Aww. I said being grateful / faith.
No, see? There you go.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Good job, baby.
Good job.
Okay, we have one more segment. Just one more thing. I don't even think you know about this segment.
I don't. I have no idea what you're about to say. What is it?
This segment is called The Confessional.
Oh, right. Fuck. Jesus.
Yeah.
I forgot about this one.
I know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, in The Confessional, what I would like you to do is tell us one thing that you have never told anybody, not even me. Maybe not.
I told you everything at this point. Yes, you haven't.
There are secrets.
No, there's not. There's no secrets.
There are secrets.
Mm-mm.
What is one thing that you've never told anybody that you are going to share right now?
I asked for you to be the Bachelorette. When I got interviewed. I didn't think you would because you got a lot of backlash, but I was like, give me V.
Stop.
But I wasn't gonna tell you that.
Like I'll never tell you that.
Yeah. I did show you though. Like I liked your photo. One photo from like a long time ago.
Like what? 4 years ago?
I told you were like sipping like on a thing.
Oh yeah, coffee.
And I told you, and I was like, see, I was interested in you back then.
Oh baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you wanted me to be Bachelorette.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All these years later, and look where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too, babe.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Of course.
You're like
Thank you for having me, my favorite podcaster. Make sure you listen to Uncensored Saints every week.
You're so good at this. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to say where can we find you because I don't want any dusty bitches following you.
Mm-hmm. Neither do
I. But where can we find you on Instagram?
All on her page.
Literally. Back the fuck up. I love you. Thank you for coming on.
Of course.